Hello, my name is Elijah Hawken from HawkenAcupuncture.com. I have a master's degree in traditional oriental medicine and I am a licensed acupuncturist. I specialize in orthopedics and I am a musician, so a lot of my orthopedic work is done working with musicians. I wanted to present this tutorial, which is entitled Dynamic Warm-Up for Drummers, so that we can help to prevent injury. I see a lot of injury. Acupuncture can be very helpful in helping people to recover from injury, but what I would like is for you to not get injured, which is why I wanted to present this tutorial. So please do watch this video in its entirety. I'm going to record another video in which we'll just do all the stretches, all the exercises in a series so that you can just follow along with that easily. But there are a lot of tiny modifications that you can do to these exercises that can actually predispose you to injury, or it can have you not be adjusting the muscles we want you to address. So please do watch again this whole tutorial so that you can get really clear on the form, so then that when we move on to just doing the exercises in the series, you'll be able to move along and make sure that you're doing them safely. So welcome to my video. So I want to show you my whiteboard. HawkenAcupuncture.com, Dynamic Warm-Up for Drummers. I wrote out the names of these. There's 13 of them. So we're going to do them in order. I'm going to be adjusting the camera as we go so that you can see the parts of my body that you need to see. So we're going to start with butt kicks. So I'm going to put this on my butt. Welcome to my butt. All right, butt kicks. Pretty simple, straightforward. In a butt kick, the main thing that you want to do is to keep your pelvis neutral. You don't want to allow a large arc in the lower back. Here's what not to do. Here's also what not to do. No, no, no. You want to keep your pelvis neutral and just allow the foot to kick towards the butt, leaving the thigh as perpendicular to the floor as you can. If you have tight hip flexors like I do, you may have a little bit of a flex in there, but very easily. Once you get these going, you can even jog it. Get the muscles moving, get the blood flowing. Good job. Butt kicks. Next, leg march. Again, straightforward, same concept. You don't want your pelvis rolling under. You want to keep the pelvis neutral and simply kick each leg out. Go ahead and leave your hands on your hips during this one. I think it helps to be able to really watch the back. If you're doing things with your arms as well, it can be hard to lose track of what your pelvis and your back is doing. So pelvis neutral, back neutral, simply kick. If you are going to kick real high, look what happens to my back. So don't do that. You don't want that big flexion in the lumbar spine. It's okay to only be able to go a little bit. If you have tight hamstrings, you may only get this high. That's okay. Be where you're at. That's perfect. Where you're at is exactly where you're at. Leg march. Next, calves. I'm going to get here on the floor. For those of you who do yoga, you'll be familiar with basically a downward dog position. So, here you can just walk your calves out. You're balancing on your upper arms. Easy peasy. Straight to bend. Now, both feet beside each other. I want you to come with your knees bent and straight. Bend, straight, bend, straight. And I want you to really focus on the muscle stretch that's happening when your legs are bent. Just dip the knees. Good. Next up is a simple shoulder blade pinch or a scapula pinch. So I'm standing neutral, arms hanging neutral. All I'm doing is very small movement, tightening the muscles between the shoulder blades to bring them back into center. Next is a very slow and easy torso rotation. I want you to put your hands on your hips, leave your hips in neutral, and simply rotate the torso. So hips neutral, just a very easy, very slow upper torso rotation. Hips staying neutral, so you want the points of your hips always facing forward, not rotating. Here's a couple things not to do. Don't fling, don't use your arms, too much velocity. Don't let those hip points roll around. Just the upper body. Don't crane the neck around as you go. You always want to keep your face, your nose above the middle of your chest, so you're just moving the torso. Next, here's an arm exercise I call the forward swim. Gently, we're just like we're swimming. Let them roll all the way back and all the way forward. Very easy, nice and slow. You don't have to get all crazy with this. Very easy swimming motion. This is the one exercise that it can be safe for you to do, have a little bit faster. This will help to warm up your entire body, get the muscles warm, get the blood really flowing. So this is one that it's safe to build up a little bit of velocity. This is not the case with most of these, so take advantage of it. Forward swim. Next, this is one I call fixing your hair. Jillian Michaels talks about this one, and she talks about a greaser slicking his hair back and patting himself on the bum. That's exactly what you want to do. So what you don't want to do is do a big backward fling. I see people do this a lot. Don't do that. Predispose you to injury in that shoulder joint. So you want to keep the arm internally rotated here, upper arm. So you're just coming across the head, slowly down and back, patting yourself on the bum. Same thing, very slow, very easy here. Fix your hair. All right. Next is internal and external rotation of the humerus. That's this upper arm bone. Very simple. Watch carefully. I'm going to come a little closer. External rotation, internal rotation. So don't watch my hands. Watch my upper arm here, because can you see that how that is turning? My hand is also turning. However, you can leave your upper arm still and supinate and pronate your hands, and it'll look the same. So make sure you're really opening those upper arm bones. External rotation, internal rotation. And again, very slowly. This is a very small movement, but you're awakening those muscles in the shoulder joint, which is very important. Good. Next, we're doing wrist flexion and extension. So you want to hold your arms out at a 90-degree angle. Let your shoulders drop so you're not holding them up with your traps. Hold them up with your deltoids there. Wiggle them out a little. Wrist flexion, extension. Wrist flex, extend. Now again, with these, you don't want to push. We're not trying to get anywhere. We're just warming up the muscles. Now lower your arms, and you want to put your elbows toward your sides with your hands up. This is where we're doing the supination and pronation. Supinate, pronate. This is a forearm movement. So your upper arm bone, your humerus, will be staying still. And then come down so that you're pronated. And you want to do ulnar deviation, radial deviation. Ulnar, radial, deviation. So you're basically leaving your arm on one flat plane. So they're not really going up and down. You're just moving them side to side. This is ulnar and radial deviation. You're moving them closer to the ulnar bone here, closer to the radial bone here, if you're familiar with your anatomical structures. Good. Relax them down. And then, with your arms just at your sides, starfish hands. Just open, close, get some nice extension there, some nice space between the fingers. And then, when you're done with that, just a simple finger roll. Make sure you include your thumb. You can do them face up. It's a little easier to involve the thumb, I think. Face up. Finger roll, finger roll, finger roll. That's it. Now go rock out. You're all warmed up. Good for you. So this is going to help you prevent injury. The most important thing to remember about these exercises is that you do them just to the end of your range of motion. You're not trying to push. You're not trying to get wider or more extension. You're just there doing what your body can already do to get some movement in the muscles. It's also important, no flinging. Don't fling anything. Don't fling your torso, don't fling your arms around, no flinging of the legs. You know, you want to keep very nice, slow control. I'll see you on the next video. Again, Elijah Hawken from HawkenAcupuncture.com. Rock on!